everyone. So whenever I wear my hair like this, I always get A, a lot of compliments, and B, a lot of questions. Most of the questions are, how did you curl your hair? What type of rollers did you use? How long did you let it set? You know, all these different things. So today I decided to show you guys how I curl my hair with hot rollers. And it's funny because actually when I was in high school, I used to do this a lot in the mornings just because it's really simple. You can go ahead, set your hair in the curlers, go out with the rest of your morning and, you know, do your makeup and eat breakfast and stuff, and then take it down and it looks really pretty. So depending on what size rollers you use, that is going to kind of determine the type of curls you get. If you're using smaller rollers, you're going to take smaller sections of hair, obviously, and then it's going to give you a little bit more of a curl. But if you want just kind of a more relaxed look like this, just kind of like a bouncy, voluminous look, then you want to use jumbo and large size curlers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the tutorial and show you guys how I curl my hair with hot rollers. So here are the items that you're going to need to complete this look. First off, obviously, you need to have your hot rollers. These are by Conair and they are the jumbo and large set. So I love these. I've been using Conair since freshman year of high school. I absolutely love them. My mom curls her hair every day and she uses these and says that they're great. So love this. These actually heat up in only 85 seconds, which is really awesome. Next, you're going to need proper size wire clips, and these actually came with this, so I know they're proper size. And then you're going to need a teasing comb right here, a rat tooth comb, a hairbrush, some plumping or voluminizing mousse, and some hairspray. All I've done to my hair so far is I washed it this morning, and then after I got out of the shower, while my hair was clean but still damp, I applied a little bit of the Rest Plumping Mousse. It says frizz-free body and volume, so you can see it right there. And I just did probably about 4 pumps of this, and I just rubbed it between my hands. I focused it mainly on the crown and right up here at the roots, and then I took whatever was remaining on my hands and I just kind of took it all the way down to the ends of my hair. That's just going to give a nice little coating to all of your hair, and it's really going to help hold the curls once you put the hot rollers in. So now what I'm going to do is just brush through my hair and make sure that there are absolutely no tangles or knots, because you don't want to get any kinks in your curls. So I'm just going to do that. And then what I like to do is start with the 4 jumbo rollers up here. That's going to give you a lot of body, and then I do the large rollers around the rest of my head. So now we're going to take our first section of hair, and you can do it about as wide as the curler is. So I'm going to take this little section right here. But for this first curl right here, I actually like to use a little bit less hair than I will in the rest of them. So I'm just going to take one of the jumbo rollers and set it a little bit more than halfway down my hair, and I'm going to wrap the hair around the roller and then finish up wrapping it down. And then you want to take one of these little clips, and this is with the squiggly side facing down. You go from behind and push it through on the center of the roller, and that is going to make it stay in place and it's not going to go anywhere. So now for the next one. Sorry, I'm using the little lens for my camera as my mirror right now, and everything's backwards. So if I look like I'm a little off or anything, I probably am. I feel like a Dr. Seuss character. I feel like a Who from Whoville. All right, so next thing is I'm just going to take the next section back on my hair right here, and I'm taking a little bit more in this one than I did in the first one. So I'm just going to brush that out, and I'll show you guys again how I curl it. So take a roller, I do it a little bit more than halfway down, and then I wrap the hair around. Some people like to start at the ends and actually wrap the roller the entire way, and I find that I don't really like doing it that way. It's just a personal preference. It creates a different shape curl, and I just prefer it this way, but you guys can experiment with your own hair and decide how you like it. So I just went ahead and put the clip in, so that's going to hold that in, and then I'm going to keep going. Now if you have rollers that are like, some come with small, medium, large, some are just medium and large, some are just small and medium. It depends on how many you have with how big of sections you're going to need to make your hair. Since we're just going for kind of loose volume and stuff like that, we're actually going to have a lot of hair in each curler. So I'm going to keep wrapping this and clip it with the clip. Again, squiggly side down, from the back, stick it through, and it holds it in perfectly. It took me a while to actually figure out how to use these, which is kind of silly, but I remember going into my mom's room back when I lived in Tennessee, and I was like, Mom, I cannot figure it out. I was putting them in backwards and upside down, which probably is why. So I'm just going to take the last little section of hair here in the back and finish it off with the last jumbo roller. I've used all the jumbo rollers and now I have 8 large rollers left. So I'm going to take each side of my hair and kind of do it in 4 sections and curl it like that. So the first section is going to be right here, like this, and then I'm going to divide this in half this way. And I'm going to take one of the rollers, this is what the large ones look like, start it a little bit more than halfway up my hair, roll it around the curler, and then finish rolling it up. And then again, just like we did for the other ones, we're going to take one of the clips, squiggly side down, and put it in the bottom right here. Sorry, I don't have a good mirror. I'm struggling. All right, there we go. Okay, so now the next one is this little piece of hair right here. So I'm going to roll it around. This may seem really silly, but my mom taught me to do this when I was younger, and she would curl my hair for like a special event or like Easter or something. What you can do if the rollers are a little hot on your ears is just take a Kleenex and fold it and then set it right under the roller on your ear. I know it looks a little funny, but my mom taught me this when I was younger and I've done it every time now. So with the last section of hair, we're just going to divide that in half, well, on this side of my head, and then finish off with the last 2 rollers and repeat that on the other side. The fun part. This is actually my favorite part about hot rollers in your hair. You have about 10 minutes to do whatever you want. So sometimes I'll get on the computer, check emails, or I'll do my makeup, go downstairs, make a cup of coffee, take Teddy out. Yes, I totally take him out in my apartment complex with these on my head. No one even really looks at me funny. They're just kind of like, alrighty, it's casual. And then sometimes I'll go unload the dishwasher. You can do anything you want during these 10 minutes, but you can tell when they're cool when you touch them, and they're cool. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it takes about 10 minutes. So I'm just going to spray a really light layer of this over all of the rollers. And then I'm going to let that sit for about 10 minutes and I will be right back. About 10 minutes, give or take, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the curler. So what you want to do is start at the bottom, just because it makes it a lot easier, and remove the little clip hook right here. And then we are going to unroll the curler and let the curl kind of bounce back the way it is. You don't want to pull on this too hard, and right now they're going to look kind of messy before we style them. That's totally normal and the way they should be. So I'm going to unroll this with the curl and let the curl kind of bounce back. And I'm going to put these away in the case as I'm doing it. Oh, I forgot that I had the tissue in there. Huh, I can hear a lot better now. So now what I like to do is just kind of start shaking my hair out a little bit. And I don't want to be too rough with it, but I definitely don't want all of this to be super defined. These are soft curls. So, right like this. Now what I like to do is take my teasing comb, and this one's really cool. As you can see, it has like 3 different layers. I'll see if the camera will focus on this. And it just makes teasing your hair really easily, and it doesn't break it as much as typical teasing combs will. So what I'm going to do is just pull my hair up, do a little bit of the hairspray, and then I'm just going to do a few little rows down like that. So then fold it back over, and you can kind of smooth out if you can see any flyaways like that. And that's just going to give your hair a little more body. So now we're going to do the same thing on this side. We are going to spray just a little bit. And I'm not one, when I tease my hair, you don't want to be really rough and go back and forth. I find that if you just start here and pull down a few times, that is all you need. And then you're going to fold it back over this way and comb down. So now I also want to do one back here. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame and see myself in the mirror and tease my hair. Okay, so I'm going to take this right here and same step. It always looks so funny until you get it to like lie down flat again. And then depending on how curly you want it, you can brush it out. You could use a brush, a comb, even just your fingers. The more you brush it, the looser the curls are going to get. So I like mine about like this, maybe a little less. I just like it to have a lot of body up at the top right here, and then just have a soft little curl to the ends. So that's what the jumbo and the large rollers are gonna do. If you want actual curls, you need to go with the smaller size set of rollers, but this is just kind of, I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde in that beginning scene when she's like brushing her hair and it like bounces back. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, so now we are going to take our weightless hairspray and just do one final coat on the inside and the outside. And then the last thing to do, which is really important for me, and if you have flyaways, you know what I'm talking about, just do a little coat over the top and take a rat tooth comb, and I'm just going to smooth it down. That is how to curl your hair with hot rollers. It's super quick and simple. You can do this when you get up in the morning and you're getting ready for school. Set your hair in it really, really fast. Do your makeup, take it out, and it looks like you've spent a lot of time on your hair, but you actually haven't spent that much. And it also is really great if you just want to add a couple to the top of your hair. Let that sit, and when you take it down, you can style your hair any way you'd like, whether you're going to wear it straight or curly, but it's just going to give you a little bit more volume up here at the crown. I will put a link to all of the items that I used in the bottom bar below in case you guys want to check that out, and go ahead and leave me a comment letting me know what your favorite way to wear your hair is. So I'm going to go ahead and go, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.